Hey coaches, Coach Greg here. I just want to go over the Beachbody 4 vital behaviors for you. So, I'm sure at this point you're probably getting overwhelmed. There's so much training, there's so much you have to learn. You probably heard about, like pages or websites, or you're thinking, do I need, to do YouTube? And, what does it take to be successful in this business? And I want to set your mind at ease. It doesn't take all that stuff. Don't worry about you've got so much to learn and there's so much training. Those are just ways of refining, making it better that you're going to learn over time. Okay, I want to go over the basics with you. Keep it simple. Okay, so here are the 4 vital behaviors. This is what every coach needs to do to be successful, and this is what you need to do this is what you need to focus on to be successful when you're getting started. Okay? So, and this is something that I have to focus on as well. Every coach needs to focus on this, no matter what rank they are, no matter how long they've been a coach. I still need to do these 4 vital behaviors, and so do you. Okay, so I'm going to go over these real quick, and I'm going to start at the bottom. I'm going to start, with the simplest one, kind of work my way up. So recognition, right? Recognize, recognize, recognize. So what does that mean? That's a vital behavior. So like, who do you recognize? You're a brand new coach, right? So you want to recognize, anyone who joins your challenge group. You can create a picture of hey, these 3 ladies decided to do 21-day fix with me, and we're all going to be working out together. With their permission, I'm sure they give you permission to post a picture of them, in like a collage on your timeline. And what that's going to do is it's going to give them recognition for getting started, for getting healthier. And other people are going to see that and they're going to be like, oh, wow, they're doing it. Well, maybe I want to get in on it, or get in on the next one, so you can recognize people for getting healthy, deciding to get healthy. You can recognize challengers for their accomplishments during the challenge. For example, they lost weight, or they lost inches, or maybe they won a prize that you were offering. You obviously you want to recognize them in the group and post it in the group, but you can also post it on your timeline. You could post it on their timeline and recognize them. And what does that do? It obviously it makes them feel proud and good, and obviously they're going to want to continue if they're getting recognized, because a lot of people, we need that recognition, right? We thrive on that recognition. So you're helping them become a better person, right? You're helping them want to achieve more because you're recognizing them. But you're also kind of advertising for yourself, because like you're showing your friends and family and warm market that, hey, Connie is helping, this person get results. Maybe she can help me get results too, So that's very important. Also, obviously, you see us doing recognition for coaches in the Engage group all the time, so that's important. If you, sign up any coaches, and they do anything, right? They sell a challenge pack. They, help somebody get started. They run a free group. Recognize them, right? You can recognize them on their timeline. You can recognize them in our group. So recognition is key, no matter if you're a coach or you're a customer. Okay, people need the recognition, and a lot of people will do great things just for recognition. So some people are driven by money, some people are driven by helping people, some people are driven by recognition. So that's a key vital behavior. Okay, number 3, personal development. Okay, now hopefully you guys all know what that means by this point, but personal development does not mean that you have to get a book and you have to read it every single day. That's one way of doing it. Like, if you love to read, you could read 10 pages a night, or whatever. You could read a chapter a day, and there are so many different types of personal development. You need to find something that is right for you. So if you get a book, Maybe I recommend a book to you guys, like Compound Effect. Awesome book, right? But if it's not speaking to you, if you're bored with it, put it down. Go get another book. Find one that speaks to you. Maybe you are a badass. That book would speak to you. Maybe that is one that you would enjoy, as opposed to, GoPro or Compound Effect, which I love. So find one that's right for you. Find one that speaks to you. Now, and again, it doesn't have to be a book. It could be an audiobook. I belong to Audibles. Audibles is awesome, because I love listening to audiobooks. It's something that I can do while I'm driving. Like if you have a commute in the mornings and evenings, fill your mind with positive personal development through a book. You can also do calls, coach calls, National Wake Up Call, the Engage Call. You could find other coach. There's tons of YouTube videos, coach videos on YouTube that are training videos that you could download, and you can even convert them into MP3s and download them to your phone and listen to them, in the car, while you're doing laundry, while you're cooking, while you're in the shower. It doesn't matter. These are great ways. Anything that you're doing that's mindless, you should be filling your mind with something else at the same time. So if you're driving, that's a mindless activity, pretty much. You can also be listening to something important, right? Or if you're cooking or whatever, just pop in your headphones. So personal development is a key. Now, why do you need personal development? It's because you're never going to grow to where you want to be unless you're feeding your mind, unless you're overcoming those obstacles and those hurdles that are holding you back, those beliefs. You need to change your beliefs if you want to grow as a coach and as a person and as a leader. Trust me on that. I've had so many coaches that, told me, they don't need personal development. Well, once they start, wanting to grow to be that diamond coach, to be that star diamond coach, they quickly realize that they do need that personal development, how important it is for them to accomplish those goals. And looking back, they say, what a mistake it was not to focus on that personal development early on, because that would have helped them so much. Okay, number 2, going backwards, is being proof that the product works. Now this one's pretty simple. You might think it's complicated, like, how do I be proof that the product works? Well, all it comes down to is every day you need to work out, drink your shake, and follow the meal plan. That's being proof the product works, right? Because if you do those 3 things, you will see results. Okay, and when you see results, other people will see results, and then they're going to start asking you about it, right? So if they see you are a coach and you still have a long way to go, that's fine, right? But as long as you're making results, you could be weighing 300 pounds, but if next month you're down 10 pounds. The next month you're down 10 more pounds. As long as you're making progress, you're sticking to it, you're being proof that the product works, you can lead people, and people are going to want to know what you're doing, and they're going to want to follow you. And that's what it's all about, right? It's us helping other people by leading by example. Okay, so follow the plan, stick to it, and you will see results. Okay, the last one, which is the more complicated one, or the one that I want to focus on the most, is inviting. So invite. Okay, that's the key. That's the lifeblood to being a successful coach. You always have to be inviting, okay? So how do you invite? And what does invite mean? Okay, so inviting basically means, it can mean different things. It can mean, you connecting with new people, you inviting people to be friends with you on Facebook, to follow you on Instagram. It could be you inviting people to get started in a free group, like a clean eating group, or a free fitness group that you're hosting on Facebook. It could be inviting people to your challenge group, right? Your premier group, or whatever that you're running with your coaching team, right? Inviting people to get started on 21 Day Fix. So there's so many different types of inviting, but you have to be inviting every single day. You have to be connecting with people every single day. Now, I'm going to show you a couple ways that you can be inviting people. One of them is this document here, which shows you how to put together a daily activity posting schedule, okay, for every day of the week. And this is kind of how, by sharing on social media, that's a way of inviting, right? You want to set up your daily post to be a health and fitness post every day, right? That's a form of inviting because you're sharing what you're doing, and that's going to get people interested in what you're doing, right? A motivational post every day. And then 2 lifestyle posts. Lifestyle posts are, what you normally post about, like your kids, your activities, what you're doing. You want to keep posting those. Just because you became a coach, you don't want to switch over and, just post about working out and eating healthy. Keep posting about your lifestyle. Okay, you can also add in a post about personal development, or no, this is basically just, did you do your personal development? And did you add friends? Okay, so this is key. You can add friends on Facebook or Instagram or whatever you're on, whatever social platform you're on. Snapchat, doesn't matter, but you want to be adding friends, and find friends of friends, find friends that you went to high school and college with, and connecting with even people you don't know. Like if you have friends in common with somebody, send them a friend request. Something else that you can do is you can go into Facebook groups. Like if you're interested in Pomeranians, you love Pomeranians, find Pomeranian groups and go into those and just make friends, ask questions, respond to people, and when you do, send them friend requests. So you want to be adding 5 friends a day. That's a good goal to have. Okay, keep track of it. Now, plan your posts for the week, right? This recommends doing like a transformation post on Tuesday and Thursday. It doesn't have to be like a year before and after picture every time. It could be a story, of something that you have overcome, or some results that you have gotten, or something that you've noticed by drinking Shakeology. That doing some type of transformation post and a call to action, like, hey, if anyone else is interested in joining me, that's going to get a lot of response, right? And it recommends on Sunday that you can do a coach opportunity post. Now, what is a coach opportunity post? That's just where you talk about, why you love coaching and something that coaching has done for you, Now, you may want to wait on that, until you've become a coach. Until you've been a coach for a while and you've seen more results from coaching, or maybe coaching has helped you, fill up your tank with gas, or coaching has, done something like, you've been part of a team call that was uplifting to you, and you could share that, right? That's a coach opportunity post, okay? So this kind of gives you a motivational daily activities, that you can plan out for the week, and it's a way of inviting people and sharing with people. Now, the next is a 7-step process, which is a way, after you friend them, right? After you find people on Instagram, you can go on Instagram and you could search hashtags. You could search, if you're into Pomeranians, search, hashtag Pomeranians, or hashtag mom life, or hashtag whatever. And you can scroll through and you can find people and you can click and you can follow them. So what do you do after you friend them? Or if you go into groups and you friend people, what do you do? Well, you should like and comment on their stuff, right? That starts the engagement. And then this recommends like 2 days later, go back, like, comment again, and then message them and start a conversation with them. It could be something about like what you're seeing on their timeline. Hey, I love the fact that, I love your little dog is so cute, or your kids are so cute, or hey, what could I get that recipe of whatever you posted the other day? Just start a conversation with them, or I mean, if it's somebody that you don't really know really well, you could say, hey, I saw that, you are friends with Michelle, and so am I, and I loved your post, or I loved your pictures, so I just thought that we should connect and be friends, and you just start up a conversation and always end with a question. And this just recommends, 2 days later, follow up with them, and then a couple days later, you can actually invite them to a challenge group, because most likely, because if you're checking them out and you're liking their posts and you're starting up conversations and you're asking them questions, they're going to start checking out your posts, and they're going to start seeing what you're doing, and they're going to start asking what you're doing. And you're not even going to have to invite them to a challenge group, because they're just going to ask you, hey, well, what is this workout you're doing, or what is this shake that you're drinking, and then you can just explain it to them and just invite them to a challenge group, or just set it into step 5. It's like, invite them to, let's say, hey, I'm starting another round of 21-day fix. I'm starting it next month or next week. Are you interested in joining me? It could be as simple as that, And then, the conversation will go from there. They'll be like, oh, what is it? You could share a link with them, like to a YouTube video. Well, here's what it is. You could do it in your own home. It comes with a meal plan and nutrition. I lost, 10 pounds the first time I did it, and I'm going to be doing it again. Are you interested? Simple as that. Now, you could also be doing a free group, like, hey, I'm going to be running a 5-day clean eating group. Would you be interested in joining it? It's completely free, and we're just going to keep each other accountable and eat clean for 5 days. Simple, right? And if you've established that relationship and that trust with the person over the past, 6, 7, 8 days, right, or whatever it is, then, they're going to be like, yeah, sure, no problem. That sounds like fun. Okay. And then, obviously you want to follow up with them and, start over if you get no response or they're not interested. So, lastly, there is this funnel, 7-step funnel system. Here's what the sheet would look like. You could create your own, or I'll share the link with you guys. But basically, you just want to keep track of every single person. So as you add friends, don't just add friends willy-nilly, right? As you add friends, put their name in this document or on a piece of paper, it doesn't matter, in an Excel spreadsheet or on your phone or on a piece of paper, it doesn't matter. Just track them. Everybody that you friend, put their name down. Okay, you can put little notes about them, and then put, an X, a check on which step of the system that they're in, this system right here. And that way you can track them all the way through. It's like a sales flow process or an engagement flow process. And that's how you get people from the friend, from the initial invitation, in converting them into, customers and eventually coaches. Okay, so that's the invitation process. That's how you're going to hit Success Club every month. That's how you're going to be a successful coach, is by inviting, following up, engaging, authentically, engaging and wanting to know about people, wanting to help people, and inviting them into your challenge group, into your free group first maybe, and then into your challenge group, however you want to do it. But, those are the fundamentals. Those are the 4 vital behaviors, and those are what you need to do as a new coach. I mean, it's not hard, right? It's just connecting, inviting, being proof that the product works, doing your personal development, and recognizing people once you get them, into those groups, and once they become coaches. Those are the 4 steps. So I hope I explained it well. I hope you see how simple it can be. Now it's just up to you. You just got to go do it. All right. Bye.